Hey Kurt, thanks for nominating me. I brought you Suzanne Cain's TED Talk about the power of introverts. She starts her TED Talk with a short story when she was 9, and she had a buggy experience in her first camp because as an introvert she arrived in the camp with a big suitcase full of books. So now here we're jumping into the story at the end of the TED Talk. Here we go. So I just published a book about introversion, and it took me about 7 years to write. And for me, that 7 years was like a total bliss. I was reading, I was writing, I was thinking, I was researching. It was my version of my grandfather's hours of the day alone in his library. But now, all of a sudden, my job is very different. And my job is to be out here talking about it, talking about introversion. And that's a lot harder for me because, as a nerd as I am, to be here with all of you right now, this is not my natural milieu. So I prepared for moments like these as best as I could. I spent the last year practicing public speaking every chance I could get, and I call this my year of speaking dangerously, and that actually helped a lot. But I tell you what helps even more is my sense, my belief, my hope that when it comes to our attitudes to introversion and to quiet and to solitude, we truly are poised on the brink of dramatic change. I mean, we are. And so I'm gonna leave you now with 3 calls for action for those who share this vision. Number 1, stop the madness for constant group work. Just stop it. And I want to be clear about what I'm saying because I deeply believe our offices should be encouraging casual, chatty cafe style types of interactions, the kind where people come together and serendipitously have an exchange of ideas. That's great. It's great for introverts and it's great for extroverts. But we need much more privacy and much more freedom and much more autonomy at work. School, same thing. We need to be teaching kids to work together for sure, but we also need to be teaching them how to work on their own. This is especially important for extroverted children too. They need to work on their own because that is where deep thought comes from in part. Okay, number 2. Go to the wilderness, be like Buddha, have your own revelations. I'm not saying that we all have to now go off and build our own cabins in the woods and never talk to each other again, but I'm saying that we could all stand to unplug and get inside our own heads a little more often. Number 3. Take a good look at what's inside your own suitcase and why put it there. So, extroverts, maybe your suitcases are also full of books, or maybe they're full of champagne glasses or skydiving equipment. Whatever it is, I hope you take these things out every chance you get and grace us with your energy and your joy. But introverts, you're being you probably have the impulse to guard very carefully what's inside your own suitcase. And that's okay, but occasionally, just occasionally, I hope you will open up your suitcases for other people to see because the world needs you and it needs the things you carry. So, I wish you the best of all possible journey and the courage to speak softly. Thank you very much.